Streaming now from Cron 4, the Bay Area's local news station.
Republican John Cox is throwing his hat in the ring for the governor's race. He's challenging Governor Newsom. Let's listen in.
Our children are still sitting in front of a screen like my 16-year-old. Our poverty rate keeps growing. Our tax rates keep going up. Cost of living soaring. Homelessness is growing. We're having shortages of electricity and water. What's happened to this wonderful, beautiful state? Politics happened. We chose beauty over brains. We chose connected and pretty over accomplished and results. And then our beautiful, pretty boy governor decided to come here to the French Laundry for a dinner with lobbyists. Pretty darn expensive dinner. And he broke his own rules in doing so. And it's important to know, by the way, that that was not a dinner to celebrate his birthday. It was a birthday dinner for the lobbyists. And that tells you all you need to know about our pretty boy governor and his priorities. It's not with the people that are having such a tough time, both during the pandemic and before the pandemic. He was there at this very, very expensive restaurant, incurring a $12,000 wine bill. I think it was paid by the lobbyist, because it's the lobbyists and the special interests that he listens to. Well, let me tell you, this has actually gone national. I was in a cab in Washington, D.C. a couple of months ago, and the cab driver, we got a conversation. He said he used to live in California, but it was too unaffordable. He had to move out. And then he volunteered that he was disgusted with that hypocrite governor who went to that dinner in violation of his own rules. Well, let me tell you, California can be a beautiful place to live again. It can be affordable. It can be livable for people again. We just need to get better management. And that starts with recalling the pretty boy governor, Gavin Newsom, and electing someone who's gonna make some beastly changes. You know, and the people get it, the voters get it. Gavin Newsom, our pretty boy governor, has so angered and divided the people of this state that over 2 million voters literally put their name on the line and signed a petition to recall him. They said, stop. We can't do this anymore. The cost of living is out of control. We can't afford rent. We can't afford a house. We've got to get better management. We've got to get somebody who's actually going to fix the state. Now, I'm not a career politician. I don't come from a political dynasty. My aunt, by marriage, isn't Nancy Pelosi. I didn't grow up with a billionaire family like the Gettys funding my lifestyle or my business career. Now, you could say that my background's a little bit ugly. My real father left when I was a baby, didn't stick around. My mom, a school teacher, raised me. I had to work my way through college, started my businesses as a young CPA at 20 years old, and I've just worked and worked and worked over 40 years. Hard work and study and delivering results and analysis. And you know what? I think that puts me in common with most Californians who have to struggle every single day. Not like Gavin Newsom, who's had the way paved for him all the way along. You know, that experience and that background really leads me to believe that I can really help fix this state. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know, I'm not a pretty boy, although my wife thinks I'm okay. Today, I might add that it's my 19th wedding anniversary today. So a shout out to my lovely wife. But you know, I've defined my life by accomplishments and results that I've given for other people, and I'm proud of that. And that's what I want to do for the state. And let me tell you, you know, you saw the bus, you saw the bear, you probably saw the press conference this morning. I mean, It's all about the fact that we're going to have to be a beast. We're going to have to make beastly changes. Because there's a reason why California is unaffordable and unlivable today. The special interest and the lobbyists control this state, and they're doing just fine. Evidence the fact that they spent $12,000 on wine at the restaurant across the street. But it's the rest of the Californians, the hardworking, forgotten Californians, that are really having a tough go of it, and they need help. You know, California has had career politicians and celebrities for a long time, and they haven't done the job. And literally, if you look at every single aspect of life in this state, the politicians are mismanaging it. Every single issue. It's hard to imagine recite an issue that they're doing well with, except maybe revenue. They're generating tons of revenue thanks to Silicon Valley. But you look at everything: housing, homelessness, electricity, water, fire prevention, crime, education. All of these important issues that give ourselves a quality of life that we deserve, and the politicians are messing them up. California is the laughingstock of the country. Well, you know what? That's got to end. You know, we can have affordable housing. That's my business. We just have to cut regulations and cut lawsuits. We can have an end to homelessness. We got to treat the illness. We got to treat addiction. We've got to treat. It's compassionate to treat people's illnesses and addictions. Moving them into a hotel doesn't solve the problem. That doesn't cure them. We can have electricity and we can have ample water. You know, California is the Saudi Arabia of natural gas. We would do so much for the world, the global pollution problem, if we developed that natural gas, liquefied it by freezing it, shipping it to India and China, so they start using clean burning natural gas instead of coal, which is incredibly polluting. And that's what's really causing the world's pollution these days, not California. We can have water. We're sitting next to the largest body of water in the entire world. But we don't do desalination like Israel. We haven't built reservoirs. We haven't done recycling. Instead, we're building a train that nobody's going to ride in the Central Valley. We can have fire prevention. We can have more airplanes, and we can put out fires before they become infernos. That makes sense. And we can improve education. You know, listen, I started with nothing. The reason I'm in the position I'm in right now is because I got a good public education. And my mom made sure of that. But you know what? I think the parents of California learned in this pandemic who really controls education. And it's not the parents and it's not the children. The children have actually been used as pawns, regrettably, in this pandemic. We know that we are going to improve education when we give parents the same ability to go to a private school, just like Mr. Newsom, the pretty boy. He sent his kids to a private school. His kids didn't suffer during this pandemic like a lot of kids did. And that's the problem. These problems and many, many more have been caused by the career politicians that have gotten control of Sacramento, that are really ruled by the insiders. And we've got to break that. Politicians and celebrities are not going to get this job done. We need a beast of a business person who's going to tackle these problems head on. And that's why I'm here today. And an important aspect of this as well is integrity. You know, going to the French Laundry, that restaurant across the street, was only one aspect of the lack of integrity of our pretty boy governor. Look at the no-bid contracts. Look at the donations that he gets from all these donors, like Kaiser and Blue Cross Blue Shield, and all the people that fund his campaigns and then get no-bid contracts. How about a $50 million website that didn't even work to distribute vaccines? This is the kind of corruption and cronyism that I have fought my whole life. Yeah, I've run before, because I run against corrupt politicians. And it's not easy, but it's got to be done. And I'm going to call out corruption wherever it is, Republicans or Democrats. because leaders have to be trusted. Integrity is the coin of the realm. If leaders aren't trusted, people aren't going to follow them. It's as simple as that. Gavin Newsom is the ultimate insider. He and the other career politicians have led this wonderful state down to the point where it's unaffordable and unlivable for a lot of people. The rich are doing fine. The people who can go to the French Laundry are doing fine. No problems for them. But everybody else is having a tough time affording life in this wonderful state. So we've got to do something to fix it. And Gavin Newsom and the insiders, the pretty boy, are not going to be the ones. We need a beast who's going to go after the corruption, the waste. I'm a CPA. I can't wait to get my hands on this budget and make sure that our resources are spent efficiently and without waste. You know, it's my background, having struggled, that give me the toughness to tackle these problems. And it's the experience that I've gotten from having my own business and, you know, solving problems. That's what I do each and every day. I solve problems. And that's given me the experience to solve these problems. And let me tell you, my faith and my family have given me the will to want to do this job. And that's why I'm out here today. That's why I've devoted the resources I have to this campaign. That's why I'm in this recall. And that's why we're going to have a good discussion over the next few months of what we can do to fix this wonderful, beautiful state and make it the Golden State again. So this campaign is going to be all about the beauty and the beast. We've seen what the beauty has done. I think it's time to unleash the beast. Thank you for being here, and I'll be happy to take a few questions.
Mr. Cox, how would you summarize the ad that you put out today for those who haven't seen it?
Well, it's just setting up the contrast. You know, I'm a guy who struggled, you know, had to work like a beast his whole life, delivering results. You know, Gavin Newsom, you know, is the pretty boy. I mean, he's basically lived a charmed life. It's wonderful that he's had that. I mean, his father was a big-time lawyer and the trustee for the Getty family. And Gordon Getty and the Getty Trust helped him get into business and helped him get elected to posts along the way. And, you know, he's had the path smooth for him. I've had a pretty rocky path. So the point is, I think that gives me the ability to share experiences with the people of this state. And I understand what it's like to struggle. And that's what I'm going to bring to this campaign. That's a contrast, the beauty and the beast.
Mr. Cox, you're one of several Republicans that are hoping to replace Newsom, one of them being Caitlin Jenner. What do you make of her candidacy? She's also saying that she's going to save California.
Hey, John, before you take this, we'll go ahead with the statement.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Come on through. Sorry.
absolutely. Sorry about that. Ooh, there we go. Take care. Thank you. The question again?
The question was, you're one of several Republicans.
Oh, yeah, the comp.
Specifically Caitlin Jenner, and so your response to her candidacy.
Are there other people in this race?
What?
There really aren't, actually. You know, listen, I got millions of votes in 2018, so I start off with a base of people that know something about me and know what I'm about. You know, I'm not a politician. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not doing this to sell merchandise. I'm not doing this, you know, to get publicity. I'm doing this because I believe that the effort I make and the resources I make can help millions of people. You know,